Um, let's look at the learning strategies. Um, Learning strategies are what you do when you learn. And so, according to your ways of doing things, your way, this is my ways. Some of you may, for example, may prefer memorize a lot of vocabulary, learning grammar. Uh, you are using what we call cognitive strategies. Some of you may prefer chatting, going to the party and learning by talking to people. You are actually using what Rebecca Oxford called the social strategy. Okay. Uh, so I'll talk about the learning strategies according to Rebecca Oxford. Learning strategy can be classified into 6 groups: the cognitive, metacognitive, memory related, compensatory, affective, and social. Let's look at number 1. The cognitive strategies will enable you to manipulate the language material in the direct ways. For example, through reasoning, analysis, note taking, summarizing, synthesizing, outlining, reorganizing, putting words into groups. Uh, so this is what the cognitive strategies are. Then we have the metacognitive strategies, and your metacognitive strategy means thinking about your strategies. Uh, for example, identifying your own learning style, preferences, and needs. Planning for the L2 task, gathering and organizing material, arranging a study space and a schedule, monitoring mistakes and evaluating the task, the success of the task, evaluating the success of any type of learning strategy. Basically, you are thinking about your own learning, your plan, and you monitor your own learning. If you are doing this, you are using what they call metacognitive strategies. That's the second. The first, cognitive, like note taking, learning grammar, metacognitive, thinking about your own learning, metacognitive strategy. You can think of it as when you plan your study. Okay, memory related strategies help you to conceptualize your understanding, like deep understanding. You can use acronym. You can use ways to memorize things. Okay, using sound, using alarmings, even using poems. Okay, or using what we call episodic memory, like you create a story and then you memorize them, like the kanji character, for example, or the Chinese. And strategy number 4 is compensatory, like you guessing from the context of the listening, using the genre-based approach. You can talking around missing words, and you can guess the meaning using gestures or using pause word. Help learner make up for missing knowledge. Okay, and the fifth one is effective strategy. Talking about your feeling, giving yourself a reward, uh, self-talk, self-talking. These are among the effective strategy. The word effective means positive attitudes. And the last one, social strategy, asking question to get verification, asking for clarification, asking for help, talking with native speakers or conversational partner. So I would say the this is the source of my talk. This is from the website. I would say that I use a lot of the sequence social strategy, like asking question, talking with native speakers, okay, asking for help. I use a lot. I mean, of this effective strategy, giving myself some reward. I rarely use this. Compensatory strategies, uh, guessing from the context in listening and reading. Um, yes, I usually guess from the context too, but guessing from the context may not be enough. Okay, and memory related strategies I use a lot because I learn many languages. I use a lot of mnemonic techniques. I think we did talk about this in one of the topics we did earlier this semester on memory and SLA. Uh, I use this a lot. Metacognitive strategies, planning, and looking at my learning style. Yes, I usually do that too. I would think about my learning method and especially the resources where I can gather the information for my own learning, even seeking help. You know, so learning you need to set goals. Goal setting is part of metacognitive strategies. And the first one I use a lot too, cognitive strategies like summarizing, note taking, organizing the information uh, in a convenient way, reorganizing this. So these are the learning strategies according to Rebecca Oxford. Okay. Learning a strategy is about how you do things. It's about the hows of doing things. You know. Of course, when you use learning strategy, you don't just use one of them. You use a combination of many different strategies. What is important about strategy is that we need to actually help our learners to understand, to develop their effective learning strategies. Uh, my approach, I think Rebecca Oxford would agree that we need to use a variety of learning strategies. Do not rely on one single strategy. Use a lot of them. Use cognitive strategies whenever you can. Use meta-cognitive strategies to plan for your learning. Okay, develop your memory techniques is very important. Compensatory strategies, you can use your schema to help and guess what is on. You don't have to understand every word to read, right? You don't have to understand every utterance to engage in a conversation. Effective strategy, of course, if you develop your liking of something, it will help. If you don't like it, you will try to stay away from it. You have to develop your liking. Effective strategies, think of the benefits, think about the nice people, the favorite song that you actually use. And social strategies, yeah, you learn by talking to people. I use all of them actually. So just to recap, when we talk about strategies, we talk about ways of learning foreign languages or learning anything actually. L2 learning strategy proposed by Rebecca Oxford in 1990. The cognitive strategies, number one, metacognitive strategies, memory-related strategies, compensatory strategy, effective strategy, and social strategies. Yeah, thank you very much.